Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining me today. This time we're going to be taking a look at this massive Optimus Prime Pop. So this is from the Transformers series that has recently come out. I really wanted to pick this up a couple of weeks ago while I was up in Lincoln, but they didn't have it in stock. So this is from the Entertainer. So I had to come home and order it online, but I'm just stoked that I got one. I will apologise in advance for the way this is going to get filmed, especially for this bit anyway, because I cannot fit this thing in my review space. It's huge. I mean, here's a regular Pop. It's just massive. So yeah, excuse this sort of upwards look, but it's the best I can do at the moment. I will say that the box itself is almost identical to the smaller box for the first figure, but I will just lift it up. It does have a special edition sticker here, Optimus Prime there, all the usual sort of things. What I'll do is I'll take some pictures of the box and I will upload them to my Instagram account. I'll put a link to that down in the description so you can have a look there. There is Prime again. It does have this beautiful G1 checker board to it. I love, well, not checkerboard, crosshatch, whatever. So I do like that. So there's Prime on the back and it's got this, this I love, this I really do love. I saw this on the small packages as well, on the small boxes. Just beautiful. This brings back so many memories. I love seeing it here, even though they have covered Prime up with this big pop thing. But yeah, we'll let it go. So I'm just going to tilt down a bit so you can see this part of the box here. I do already have these, and I have already reviewed them. I was trying to think how long ago, a few months ago now. They are available, that review is available to watch over on Fingers on Plastic, which is where I did it. I'll leave a link in the descriptions if you're interested in watching the reviews of those 5 guys. I do also have this darker blue Prime. I will do a separate review on that. It's basically the same as the regular one, it's just darker, but it's beautiful. I think it looks way better, and I kind of wish that they'd done this one in this colour, because I would have been much happier with that, but yeah, never mind. So it's just Optimus on that side, and we're back round to the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop the video here for a minute, as the light is bouncing off of that like nobody's business as well. Yeah, I'll stop the video here, I'll get him out of the box and we can have a proper look at him, so I'll be right back. Right, so here's Prime out of his box, and yeah, this thing is huge. This is by far the biggest Pop figure I have. It's just insane how large this thing is. I'll get to comparisons in a minute, but let's take a look. I mean, you can see he's got a huge head, but his body's quite big, so although I do have the same problem with this as I have with the small one, in that the way that he's posed just kind of wants to topple over backwards. I think it's because of the way the legs are. It's yeah, it's a little, I mean, he's because I've got the flipping camera recording now, he's not going to do it, but while I was putting him down there, he just kept wanting to fall backwards. But yeah, he's pretty cool. So we'll get in, we'll have a look at some of the details here, and extreme close-up. So yeah, you've got, trying to get this thing in the frame, hold on a minute, let's bring this back a little bit, there we go. Alright, so, and he's really nicely done. Got a bit of paint slop there on the eye, but it's not too much of a problem. He is the same colour more or less as the small one, but I'll bring that one in a moment. We'll have a proper look there. I would imagine, and I might be completely wrong here, but I am aware of the fact that when sculpting, toy designers tend to make them a lot larger and then they're shrunken down. I believe they're called either a 1-up or a 2-up for the larger ones. I would I would suggest that this is one of those, and they just thought, you know what, let's clean it up, we'll put it in a run, and we'll make trans fans, you know, pay 30 quid for a really big Prime, because of course we're going to do that. Yeah, so I guess that's what this is. I could be completely wrong, but I do remember seeing that before about the oversized ones. So yeah, but I mean, he does look good. He's really well sculpted. I just, yeah, he's impressive. He's really impressive. So yeah, well, we've got the nice paint on the crest here. There's nothing down the sides. The silver is actually really nicely done. I know sometimes this get a little bit splodgy on pop figures, but thankfully none of that on my copy. There's a bit of a paint splodge in his eye here. It's slightly iffy in places. Bit of paint up here. On the top there's the little splodge of blue, but I don't even think you can see that on the camera. It's just there, but it's not too bad. Overall, I think it's quite tidy. So I'll just go around to the side. You can see all the details here. It's moulded basically in this one colour blue, one shade of blue. So just go on the back here. That's the other side. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. It looks really good. But really, when you're talking about details, you've got to be looking here. So let me just bring the camera down a wee bit. Oh, that's not going well. Trying to do things in one take. This is what this is. So right. So yes, you can see here. Really nice detailing on his chest in the front of that cab just there. Looks gorgeous. I mean, you can really see the detail in this as well, because on the smaller ones sometimes it gets a bit lost, you know, but on this scale it's, you know, it's there, it's in full view, and it does looks really good. Really nicely done. You've got all these larger details here as well. Autobot insignia on both arms, little smokestacks, and down to the feet. This could be a bit better, this side. This one's definitely on the wonk, but it's not a huge issue. It's a pop after all, albeit a large one. And then you can see his sticker features on the feet here. Well, tempographs here. I mean, they would have originally been stickers, but you follow. And then around to the side, you can see the detailing here again. Beautiful detailing on the arms. And of course, like the rest of the Transformers Pops, these are based on the toys, not the animation. So you do get the toy details, like the wheel well here for the front wheels when he transforms into a truck. There's little tiny wheels on the side there. And this guy's heavy as well. He is really weighty. So yeah, I think this is a really nice pop. So let's do some comparisons then. I'm just going to push him back there. Bring this out a bit. Now, previous to this, my largest pop was a SpongeBob, which is this one that my mum got me for Christmas. And as you can see, he's considerably taller than a SpongeBob. And these are, well, I say they were the same price point. This was 20 quid because this was in B&M. So, but originally it would have been the same price point. So yeah, you get a lot more height with the Optimus figure. So yeah, that's just to show you the size there. But the comparison that we all really need to be interested in is this one. So that's the regular Prime, and this is the issue I have. He wants to fall backwards. Okay, got him. So yeah, you can see now the size. It's basically, I'm going to bring the other one in, because I did mention that I have the special edition one, which is the darker colour, which I actually like a lot more. I love this colour blue. I think it looks a lot better. This is, to me, is more like an Ultra Magnus blue. I think this is more of a Prime blue. I think this looks a lot better. But yeah, he's basically these two regular sized primes in height. It's quite impressive. I have absolutely no idea where I'm going to put him, because he's never going to fit on the shelf that I intended to put all my pops on, that's for sure. I'll find somewhere for him. I had to have him. I mean, you know, it's Optimus Prime, so you kind of have to, don't you? But yeah, it is basically just, it's either an upscaled regular sized pop, or it's the 1-up or 2-up, whichever it was that I said. So look at it whichever way you like, but it's two pops, it's two primes high. Now I did say it was 30 quid, it's a special edition. Given that a lot of these special editions, SDCC exclusives, shared exclusives, whatever these days, are usually about 20 quid. I don't think that's a bad price, given the size of it. It's well made. I mean, it's not amazing, but then it's not 3A, you know, it's a pop. You have to just look at the fact that you're not going to get masterpiece quality. It is a pop, you've got to remember that. But I think, given that it is a pop, it's actually on the better end, quality control wise. I don't have too many issues with it. I mean, you know, this one, I've got more issues with this one here. That's just this bit. You can see the glue here, and you know, it's yeah, it's good. It's fine. It's fine for what it is. I think it's decent quality for the price. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, this is exclusive to the Entertainer. So if you do want one, check your local. Although, as I said at the top of the video, I had to order mine online. I don't know if they're still available. Hopefully they will be, because I can't imagine many non-Transformers fans will be paying 30 quid for an oversized pop. So, fingers crossed it's still available if you want one. Would I recommend? Yes. Optimus Prime has got to get one of these for sure, and Paddy, you guys have got to get one of these. But you know, for Transformers collectors, I think it's pretty much, yeah, it's a must-have figure for me anyway. Pop collectors, again, yeah, probably. I mean, it's Optimus Prime, it's iconic. Even if you don't buy any of the other Transformers ones, I think you're pretty likely to want an Optimus Prime. Otherwise, yeah, maybe not, but yeah, I mean, I would, and I did, obviously, but yeah, I think it's worth it, so yeah. Right, there are more pop videos to come. I will be doing a separate review of this guy, so stay tuned for that. And as always, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.